Welcome back to Work-Life Harmony. So we are sneaking up here to the end of the year. This is a time when people start thinking about, the next year that's coming. And then one of the things that I really, really dislike starts to pop up in conversations, which is the idea of New Year's resolutions. Now, I have always been very open about my feelings towards these, but I feel that it bears repeating, especially of the timeliness of when this episode is coming out, because we are getting ready to wrap up 2022 here. And today I'm just going to zero in on two specific reasons why I do not coach or teach people to set New Year's resolutions. And I just want to give you something to think about here with this. Now, before we jump into the two core reasons why I don't believe in this, I do think that it bears discussing. I absolutely love goal setting, thinking about the new year, setting up plans. I mean, I held a 2-day live event solely dedicated to teaching people how to create a meaningful plan for the upcoming year, one that's actually going to serve you. So I just want to make sure that we cover that right out of the gate. I am not anti-goal setting. I'm not anti-future planning. I 100% am in support of those. But the traditional New Year's resolutions just don't fit in. So let's dive into the two core reasons why I don't encourage this. First and foremost, a New Year's resolution is a statement, and what it lacks is a thoughtful plan behind it. So when people sit down and think about their New Year's resolutions, they're usually just one statement, one sentence. This year I will write a book. This year I will stop doing X. This year I will get in shape, or whatever all the traditional New Year's resolutions are. And usually they're things that are focused very heavily on things that we want to change, and they usually have kind of a negative undercurrent, right? Ladies out there, I'm sure many of us in our past lives have made New Year's resolutions about weight loss and things like that. And usually that stems from something that we're not happy about, something that we're wanting to change. So we just put we make these statements, but we don't actually sit down and connect with why am I saying this is a resolution? And then more importantly, what is my plan of attack to make sure I actually get there? So think about that as you're thinking about 2023, things that you want to bring in, things that maybe you want to leave behind, things you want to change up, new things that you want to embark on. And ask yourself, are you making firm statements, or are you really taking thoughtful time to think about a desire that you have for the upcoming year? And then what is a realistic plan that you can put in place to help you get there? So that's really reason number one is New Year's resolutions are statements. They are not plans. And because of this, which kind of leads to the second part of why I don't like New Year's resolutions, is they inherently set us up for failure. When you make a firm statement, right, about something that you will or will not do in the new year, and you don't actually have the thoughtful plan behind it, what tends to happen is things change a lot, right? And I feel like every year that just seems to open the door to more and more change. And so you may have set a New Year's resolution. You may have made one of those bold statements about something you were or were not going to do. And then 2, 3, 4 months into the year, something significant happens that actually changes your desire to achieve that New Year's resolution. But because all you did was make this statement of what will or will not happen, when that change comes, rather than acknowledging, okay, something has changed, something has shifted, I need to go back and actually look at this and decide, is this still a good fit for me? We don't do that. What we do is we just continue on our merry way. And then at the end of the year, we go back and look at those resolutions or statements that we wrote down. And then the ones that didn't happen, which most of the time or almost all of them, then we feel guilty, because the resolution doesn't actually give you the ability to accommodate change. All right, so this is why I want you to leave behind your old school thoughts about New Year's resolutions. We aren't going to make statements, and we aren't going to pretend that we can actually make a statement and predict with 100% certainty what the next 12 months are going to look like. Okay, so instead, what I want you to be thinking about as we wrap up this year, and you're thinking about what desires and dreams that you have for 2023, whether it's starting something new, maybe it's finishing something, maybe it's leaving something behind or shifting something up, I want you to be thinking about what plans are you putting in place that you have control over that is going to set you up for success. And then along with that, what systems are you putting in place that allow you to review those plans regularly and embrace any changes that you may need to make? Because we don't know what the future has in store, right? Now, this is exactly what my Planapalooza community is all about. So I have the pleasure of spending this next year, 2023, with a group of women that are all about hitting those goals, dreaming big, but more importantly, creating the framework to support them on that journey, so that at the end of the year, we have a list a mile long of things that we were going to celebrate, instead of looking back and feeling like we failed because we didn't achieve those resolutions that weren't well thought out, that were just random statements that didn't have a plan and couldn't accommodate change. So I encourage you, rip up those New Year's resolutions. Think about a different way of setting yourself up for success in 2023. And if you were listening to this and you were interested in learning more about Planapalooza, please don't hesitate to reach out to me or my team at team@megansumrell.com. Just shoot us an email, and we can send you some information on Planapalooza as well. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your year.